Cool. Did I get this one? Okay. So happy Sunday. As it's meal prep Sunday, I wanted to jump on and share a few tips that I've learned in the last 10 years of creating a healthy lifestyle, and how to really, why it's important to get in the habit of meal prepping, the benefits of doing that, and how to actually go about creating meals or a meal plan for you based on whatever your goals are. Ultimately, the end goal should always be a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, incorporating healthier options, or making sure you're eating enough for your body, not just for weight loss or a specific goal, but ultimately to have a healthy life. And it's so important as we're starting the new year, right? There's all this commotion about New Year's and new goals, but you can't get a new goal or a new result, with your physical or your wellness or your health if you're not going to eat right. So it's super important that you conquer the healthy eating, because that's truly where transformation happens. Secondly, it's so important that we're taking care of our bodies to be able to combat any, sickness, illness, viruses, all of this, and especially as it's flu season, why healthy eating is so important, right? That's what's going to protect your body from getting sick. So I wanted to kind of just go over a few things. We actually did a live for our VIP clients. We have a chat for our VIP clients on Facebook, and so we did a live yesterday talking about meal prepping and all of this, and why it's so important, right? And how to go about it, especially if you're starting brand new, you don't really know where to start. Having a healthy, balanced diet means incorporating all foods and all food groups into your daily intake. And when I say diet, I don't mean like diet necessarily, but I mean what you're consuming. So making sure that your meals are balanced, making sure that you're getting enough protein, you're getting enough carbs, you're getting enough veggies in your daily intake of food is so important. And that's really where creating a healthy body is going to happen. It happens in the kitchen. It doesn't happen in the gym. It doesn't happen through your workouts. That's just an extra. So if you're starting the brand new year with exciting new goals, and you want a new physical transformation, you have to understand that you need to conquer the eating before you can focus on anything else. So what is a balanced diet? I just said that. So a balanced diet is making sure you're getting proteins, carbs, and veggies and fruits into your daily meals, right? So going about it is making sure that you're eating enough for your specific body, knowing how much, and not even knowing how much protein your body requires, but just on a general basis, how much your body requires, because you have to think about food as energy. And so are you giving your body enough energy to be fueled throughout your day? And that's the most important thing. If you're finding that your energy is low, you're craving, sugars and all these extra other things that are junk, right? That's an indication that your body's not getting enough food. So why it's important to consume protein. So protein is basically the building blocks of your body. It's what forms your skin. It's what keeps your body together. And this is something that our body doesn't naturally produce. And so that is why we have to consume so much protein throughout our day. Give me 1 second. I got to check on my baby over here. Rita. Come here, baby. Come here. She's running amok over here. So protein is essential to keeping the form of your skin. And it's what's actually helping. That's why when you're working out, why you need to consume more protein is because the protein is what's kind of keeping your body, forming your body, right? The carbs are your main source of energy. So at any moment that you've noticed, if you're doing low carb or no carb kind of diet, you're going to notice that shift in energy, right? Thank you, Christina. That shift in energy. So that is why it's important that you are consuming enough carbohydrates, because that is your main source of energy. That is what is fueling your body, mind and body, okay? And then your vegetables are packed with vitamins and minerals, phytonutrients. Those are coming from plants. Your greens, those are important as well. And so many people don't consume, fruits and veggies. You need both. Fruits are packed with antioxidants, which are a natural way to heal your body. So that's why it's so important that you're having all of those things. Lastly is not forgetting your healthy fats. Your healthy fats are like avocado, nuts, you can do hummus, peanut butter. All of those things are a part of a healthy diet. So it's super important that you're getting all of that in your daily meals. Generally speaking, you want to make sure that you're fueling your body every 2 to 3 hours. And so that's why if you watch my story, you'll notice that I literally eat every 2 to 3 hours. And in general, every single one of my, other than my main meals, every single one of my snacks, they have protein and they have carbs, because protein keeps our body fuller longer in between meals, and then carbs are energy. Okay, so I feel like once you think about food in that way, it's to fuel your body and your mind, and it's your main source of energy. It's what's going to keep you going. I think once you conquer that mentality of that's why we need to eat, that's why food is important for your body, and that is also how we heal our body. Nutrition is the most amazing thing, because it can truly change your life. It can transform your body. It can transform your health. I say that from a personal perspective because growing up, before my weight loss journey, I was always very sickly. And once I started to take care of my body, I noticed that the ailments, I literally healed my body through nutrition. So I no longer, I was born with asthma. I had asthma growing up my entire life, basically until I was an adult. And once I started to focus on eating healthy, once I started to incorporate some kind of working out and really taking care of my body, I realized that I could heal my body through that nutritional value that I was giving my body. So it's super important that you are fueling your body properly in order to not only, maintain your health, but if you have a result or a new level result that you want to accomplish in the year. And it's not about restricting. It's not about cutting out all of these things. Granted that, sometimes there are specific maybe illnesses that come along the way that you do have to moderate certain things. If you are not instructed, by your doctor to follow a specific diet where you need to restrict certain things, then the best way to really detox, your body in this moment for the new year is to just focus on eating healthy. It's just focus on making sure you're giving all of those nutrients to your body and healing your body in that way. I know there's a lot of, as it's the new year, there's a lot of ideas out there of detoxing for the new year, for a new result. You don't need to do that. Your detox should be, let me eat healthier. Let me focus on giving my body more of the things that it needs, the fruits, the veggies, the protein, the carbs, to fuel, to re-energize your body or reinstate your health in that way. It's so important that that's the conversation that we're having versus, new year, new me, let's detox. I don't believe in that, because I know that nutrition is powerful, and nutrition can heal and restore your body to where it needs to be to run at that optimum level. So I wanted to share that because I know as a wellness coach, when I decided to become a coach, that was something that was super important to me, is to teach my clients, the importance of having a healthy relationship with food and the importance of giving your body what it needs and taking care of your body in that sense. So as it's Meal Prep Sunday, I wanted to share with you guys what I'm going to be having for my work week this week. So I actually made these yesterday. It's ground turkey, bell peppers, and brown rice. Super simple. I made these meals in 30 minutes, and I have the meals for my work day. And how that has really saved me time and money. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat. And when I started my weight loss journey, that was something that really helped me get started on my transformation, on my results, is going back to basics, focusing on just making sure that at least I prep 3 to 4 meals during the week for work. And what it started to do was create discipline within me. What it started to do was make sure that I wasn't eating out and I wasn't spending money buying food out when I could be making my meals. And so if that's where your struggle is, right, maybe you're finding that I'm spending all this money eating out, which most people do. Start with making your meals. Start making at least like 3 meals or 3 lunches for your work week and see how you feel. I promise that once you start to do that, it becomes a discipline, and it's something that you can continue to do, not only for your health, but also for, for your wallet, to save money. So give me 1 second. I'm going to check on this girl again. Mommy, you okay? Life of a mom life of a toddler. She got into my purse, to my agenda, and my highlighters. Gimme. Thank you. So I hope those tips are helpful, guys. I hope that is something that if you've been thinking about it, like if that helps you out. Generally, so if you, like I said, if you watch my story, you see how I'm eating, and the way that I incorporate my Herbalife products is I'm still eating real food. I'm still eating practically all day, right? And my shakes, and which I'm having right now is my beverage mix. My shakes and my snacks with Herbalife are also protein based. So what the shakes are doing for me, and for really anyone who incorporates it, is the shakes are packed with vitamins and minerals, which is basically helping fill the gaps throughout your day when you're not eating. So that is really why it's effective and why it works, and why you start to feel amazing and you start to have all this energy, is because of the nutrients that are in the shakes, the vitamins and minerals. So, and that's also why you'll notice once you start taking the shakes that weight loss happens, or if you're focused on weight gain, why that happens too, right? And it's all about creating that balance in your lifestyle and in your meals. So I remember, I want to share this because a lot of times people say that eating healthy is too expensive. And it doesn't have to be. And I will share this. When I started my weight loss journey 10 years ago, I remember it was when I had just lost my job. So I was on a very, very tight budget. I was a student, and I would literally shop around for the best deals when it came to like veggies and protein, right? So now we have so many resources, so many grocery stores that always have great deals. I used to buy some of my produce at the dollar store because I knew on Wednesdays is when they would get fresh produce, and that's where I would get like bags of spinach. That's where I would get like strawberries and blueberries and bananas and bell peppers. Like, don't underestimate the power of these local little small places, right? Just check when they get fresh things. There's so many grocery stores now that are very affordable and that you can really, find great deals. So I think that you don't necessarily need to focus on organic, on spending a lot of money, right? Yes, organic may be better, but if it's you gotta fit your budget. You gotta work with what you got, right? And it doesn't have to be an over expense. Once I actually like wrote down how much I was spending, I realized that I was spending more before eating out 3 to 4 times a week versus making my meal prep for the entire week. And so it doesn't have to be expensive, and you have to really have to evaluate, where you're spending your money when it comes to saying that you can't afford to eat healthy, because it's not true. I know people that spend more money at Starbucks, for a drink, and it costs me less to prep for the whole week. So it's not about don't make the excuse, just make it happen. And you can make it happen. And it doesn't have to be hard. One of the ways that I teach my clients is to start with the basics. Once you get a hang of, the prepping after 3 days, then you can start looking at maybe some Pinterest recipes, or think about your one of the ways that I like to make it fun is like that I learned myself through my own journey was find a recipe for your favorite dish and make it healthy, right? So a great example is like we love pasta, and pasta was always something we would eat, but we can still find now we have the option of so many incredible healthy options for pasta. But before, I used to just switch that out and use zucchini or squash, right? Making butternut squash pastas, or even lasagnas with zucchini. We still do that. We still do that with my family. But there's just so many other ways to make it fun and make it healthy without it feeling like you're on a diet, because that's the best way to really make it a lifestyle. Is it shouldn't feel like a diet. If you are making your food taste delicious, which I don't want to brag, but my food is bomb all the time. I look forward to my food when I'm eating it. And so if you make it taste good, then you're going to look forward to eating that. And then once you get the hang of it, like I said, you'll get creative. You'll find new ways to make healthy options. One thing I'll say is that I love incorporating my protein shakes into other things that I make. So I'll make protein oats, I'll make protein yogurt, waffles and muffins, and all of these ways to incorporate the protein to still make it a healthy snack, or finding new ways to make something a treat, but it's still like something healthy. So like one of my snacks that I love to have is it's like I do a plain Greek yogurt. I flavor it with my Herbalife protein. I add fruits and veggies and granola, and I drizzle peanut butter or nuts on top. And it doesn't have to be hard. And nowadays we have so many options. You can literally go to the grocery store and find healthy snacks ready to go. Just one thing I would say is be mindful of what you're consuming, as far as like maybe looking at the labels. You always just want to keep in mind that you still want to watch certain things. Look at those ingredients, what's actually in it. Like having a general understanding of what's in your food is really going to help you keep it healthy, keep it light, and create that healthy lifestyle. So I hope this is helpful. I hope if you're deciding to get started and you're trying to build up the courage to get started on a healthy lifestyle, like understand it doesn't have to be hard. Keep it really simple, make it fun, and like I said, don't restrict yourself, because that's not going to be effective. Before I started my program with Herbalife, I did get results. I did lose weight. However, I was living like restriction after restriction after restriction. And then it came to a point where I was doing really great Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, it was like, well, number one, bad thing that I did was I was counting calories. Number two was I was under eating, because I was just like, I can only eat 1,200 calories because that's what Google says, or that's what this app is telling me that I can eat. And so I did that for too long. Yes, I got results, but instantly plateaued, because that's not something that can be sustainable. Come here. That's not something that is sustainable. So that's another thing, is like, what if what you're doing, if you're going to get started on something, regardless of what it is, if it's not something that can be maintained for the rest of your life, then do you really want to do that? Like, there's so many things. I can't even pinpoint just one thing, because there's so many diets out there that are going to be like, don't eat this and don't eat that. But if you can't do that for the rest of your life, then you probably shouldn't do that, because it's only going to get you so far. It's all about creating a healthy and balanced lifestyle, and something that you can maintain forever, right? And so that's why it's so important to conquer the eating part, because like I said, you can be a person that works out all day, every day, but if you're not eating well, if you're not eating healthy, it doesn't matter. It's wasted work in the gym. And I speak from personal experience, because like I said, I used to be on this like trip of 1,200 calories a day, working out every single day. I was in the gym 2 hours a day, and I wasn't getting results. And I was like, what's going on? I thought I was eating healthy, but what I realized was, I fell into this logic of like counting calories and my snacks. Like I have the proof here on Instagram, because I have literally, from the moment I began my journey, everything's documented on Instagram. So if you go back 10 years, you'll see all of these posts of like my food, and I was doing like 100-calorie snacks, like those bags of cookies. I still see these at the store, and I laugh because I'm like, I used to get those thinking like I'm on the right track, but guess what? Yeah, there are 100 calories for that bag of like, it was like Oreo thins or Cookie Crisp thins or the Cheez-It thins, all of these like 100-calorie bags. But what's in it? Nothing that my body needed. It was just empty calories. And so that's why I share with you guys like how I eat every single day, what I'm eating, and literally 1 hour on a Saturday or a Sunday making my food, and I eat well for the rest of the week. Because guess what? I'm a busy mama. I don't have time during the week to figure out what to eat, to make fresh meals. Like, the only one who gets fresh snacks and meals in this house is Frida, right? And even her, she's still kind of on a prep like us. We have everything ready in the fridge. It's just about really quick heating it up or cutting it up. And that is what I want to share with you guys, is like, once you start to do it every day, every week, every month, it becomes a discipline, and you don't need to go to extremes the way that I used to. And so when I found Herbalife, I remember I was introduced to the product by one of my really good friends. I was invited to a gym. I did the workout, and I was like, granted, I only went because it was down the street from where we had just gotten married and moved to Riverside. The only reason I went was because it was down the street from me. But I already had this mentality like, oh, I'm already on it. I already know what to do. I already lost weight. I'm not going to lose any more weight. And that wasn't my mentality going in. It's like, I'm not going to lose any more weight. I haven't lost weight in like a year and a half. And what I realized was, when I started to take the shakes, I got instant results. I got instant energy. I felt different. My muscles were starting to pop. And I was like, okay, what is going on? And the more that I learned, the more that I grew through the journey with the Herbalife nutrition, I realized that I was not eating enough protein for my body. I was not eating enough food in general, because I was too focused on the 1,200 calories, which I haven't eaten 1,200 calories in over 7 years. And I've continued to get results, and I continue to get results, right? And so, throw that idea out that you have to eat, like, don't focus on the calories, because like I said, there's so many things that we consume that are empty calories. Focus on the nutrients. Focus on, do I have enough energy? Focus on, do I feel good? Focus on, am I full? One of the biggest mistakes people do is, when it comes to under eating, is like, you're under eating and then you go to bed, or not even go to bed, you stay up late, right? Most people stay up late, and you're hungry at night, because guess what? You didn't eat enough throughout your day. If you added a little bit more protein in every single meal throughout your day, by the end of the day, you won't be hungry. You won't go to bed hungry. And that's the worst thing to do, is to go to bed hungry. So make sure that you're eating enough. Make sure that your snacks in between your meals, right? Because you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner is your main meals, right? And then you have AM snack, PM snack, maybe an after dinner snack, right? And then your post-recovery. If you're working out, if you're doing the weightlifting, your body requires a minimum of 20 grams of protein and at least 15 to 20 grams of carbs to restore your body, especially if you're, weightlifting, right? Resistance training. Even if you're doing cardio, you still need to replenish your body. And so that was another big mistake that I made, was I was going to the gym for 2 hours, but then I would eat like a freaking apple as a snack after my workout. Or I would drink these like post-recovery shakes that had all these crazy sugars, or not enough protein, or more carbs than sugars than anything else. And that's not really doing anything for my body. And then I was wondering why my body wasn't changing, right? And I also want to say, like, you don't need to work out 2 hours. You don't need to work out 2 hours a day. Like, Unless you are bodybuilding, like bikini bodybuilding, you do not need to work out 2 hours a day. Give yourself the grace and just focus on, 15, 20 minutes. If you're so busy, like moms, I get it. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, you don't need to be extreme. You just need to be consistent, and you'll notice the difference. You'll notice the difference once you start to incorporate that. But more importantly, number one is you got to conquer the eating. You got to eat right. You got to eat enough. And I can't stress that enough, how important those things are when it comes to transformation. But ultimately, a healthy body, right? The food that we eat can heal our body. The food that we eat can prevent sickness, can prevent so many things, and there's a lot of germs out right now, guys. Like, that's the easiest way to have prevention, is to make sure that you're eating enough, you're eating healthy, you're drinking your water. Excuse me, don't do that. No, come here. Come here. Come here. She's tired. Okay, look. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. 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 So yes, I wanted to share that, as it is Sunday. We're getting ready to end our night. We're packing our foods for work. Yes, you like my hat, but don't take it off. We're packing our snacks, and hey. And when you create a lifestyle, it's gonna trickle down to these little ones right here, right? She knows end of night is shake time. We have our dinner shake, and why it's important, right? So you guys will notice that I have a shake for breakfast, and I have a shake for dinner. And for me, yes. Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Can you go find Daddy and tell him to wash your hands because you broke Mommy's highlighter? Can you tell Daddy to wash your hands? Go wash your hands. Go wash your hands, hurry. So why I have a shake for breakfast and a shake for dinner. So I talked about how our shakes are packed with vitamins and minerals, right? And just think about what breakfast is. Breakfast, the word itself, is breaking your fast. What does that mean? The fast that we break from sleep, right? So we've slept, what? A good person sleeps how many hours? I wouldn't even say how many hours I sleep, but it's breaking the fast from when we've slept, right? So why it's important that breakfast, it doesn't matter what time you have breakfast, it matters what you have for breakfast. That's the most important thing, because that is the first meal that you give your body to replenish itself, to re-energize it for the rest of your day. And that's why breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Not necessarily when you have breakfast, but what you eat for breakfast. Or I should say, not what time you have breakfast, because it all depends on when you wake up. I recommend that you have your breakfast within the first 30 minutes to an hour. The first 30 minutes, I would say, 30 or 45 minutes from when you wake up, right? Or have some kind of something within the first 30 minutes that you wake up. So I start my day with my tea. But having that first meal, what's in that first meal is the most important thing. And if you think about it, because I've been there where the first meal of the day was like, it used to be like a fruit smoothie, but with all kind, like, it was not a healthy thing. And a donut or a bagel or, some kind of breakfast muffin, but it wasn't healthy. And so what happens when that is your breakfast every day? What happens by, like, those of you guys who have that now for breakfast, how do you feel within the next hour and a half to 2 hours, right? Are you energized? Hell no, you're not, because I've been there. I know you're not. You'll have a crash. You need more energy. You got to go for more coffee because you just can't even, focus. You're tired. And so that's why your first meal of the day is so important, because that's what's literally fueling your body for getting your day going, for getting that energy going for the day. And what you eat the first thing in the morning, your first meal is going to give you that fuel, and it's going to get your body. Think of your body as like, your body's a machine. Right? Your body needs to run, say a car, right? How does a car run on the higher grade of gas. It's going to run better. And that's what you have to think about. That's how you have to think about when you're fueling your body is, if I give it this, if I give it Starbucks and muffins that are packed with sugar, is that going to give me the energy that I need? And is it fueling my body? Is it taking care of my organs and my muscles and all of that? Like, it's so important that that first meal that you have in your day is nutritious. And it could be delicious, right? It's packed with vitamins and minerals, and it's what's going to get you going for your day. So I got to go because I hear this girl making a mess over there. But I hope this is helpful. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I believe in simplicity because it just makes it so much easier. I know we're busy. And so if you start with just little things, little changes, minor changes, like I said, it could be maybe just preparing your breakfast and that's where you start. Or maybe it's preparing your snacks and finding ways to, when you eat out, finding ways of making it healthy still. There's so many options out there. Like if you literally have no time to prep, which is kind of impossible because I know so many moms that they prep and they're busy and they're prepping for the entire family, but they make it happen. So make yourself a priority. It's about your health. It's about your well-being. Make yourself a priority. But if you absolutely cannot prep, there are so many options out there for you. There's so many people who have, meal prep businesses. You can there's like Waba Grill that you can select certain things to not go on, not using oils, all of these things. So there's never an excuse not to find a healthy option. Just make it happen, because at the end of the day, it's about feeling good. It's about giving your body what it needs. It's about taking care of your body. And the best way that you can build up your immune system is to eat healthy, is to drink your water, get some green teas in the morning, get some sun, get some sleep, and also focusing on, getting your mindset right, whatever that means to you, whatever kind of rituals you can create every day to replenish that, because that's a part of having a healthy body, right? You can't do all of these other things and then allow stress to take over your mind, because that is also going to affect your body physically. So happy Sunday, guys. I hope you guys are ready for a new week. I know I am. It's gonna be amazing. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Happy Sunday.